Welcome, everyone. My name's Lynn Schuessler-Williams. I am happy to be your host tonight for our Success Partners International Wednesday training call. I am so excited to start this call as we start all our calls for Success Partners with our signature message. Each and every person on this line can say, I am part of a growing team of entrepreneurs with a shared mission of connecting 2 million families and small businesses with Legal Shield's network of law firms and world-class identity theft services. What we do matters, and we're looking for help. And with that, I have the great pleasure of going out to a man who is a leader among leaders, a coach among coaches, an absolute just phenomenal leader in Legal Shield for all of us on this team. Mr. Timmer Halligan, the call is yours.
Well, thank you so much, Lynn. Really appreciate you. And I got to say, I love being able to see everybody checking in, people having their notebooks, people ready to, take their game to the next level. And Lynn, I appreciate you. And I know you said Ted was holding up his 9 Little Words journal. For those that don't know Lynn Schuessler-Williams, she is a speaker, a coach, and an author. She's reached the top position in our company. She's got an awesome book called 9 Little Words to Change Your Results, and it really, really will do that for you. And so I appreciate your friendship, Lynn, your leadership, and that you're always there to be such a team player. And so I do appreciate you and everybody joining tonight. Welcome to our Wednesday night team training call. And as I said, I'm excited to be able to get us together on Zoom each and every week now and be able to get a little more interactive in what we're doing. So we're bringing high tech, high touch together, and super excited for all the brand new associates. Our Wednesday night training call is broken up into 2 parts. The first part of our Wednesday night training call is getting started the right way with Legal Shield. The first thing we want to do is to be able to help our new associates be able to get themselves leveled up, and we're going to work to get that done, and we're going to do that using a proven system that this company's had in place for decades and decades. The only thing that's maybe changed is how we deliver some of the things. So we're going to go through the steps tonight for the brand new associate, but for the existing associate, for the person who's been with us for a while, to me, this is where the magic happens, because when you can teach somebody how to get their business started, you can start to do well in Legal Shield. When you can teach somebody to then teach somebody to be able to grow this Legal Shield business, great things can happen. And so here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep it very, very simple at the beginning. When you start with Legal Shield, you're going to head over to our team website, begintheascent.com. And when you go over here, I just want you to look at a couple things, and we won't stay here very long. Number one, remember, we got 42 days left till we're in Dallas for our international convention. And, a couple key things to know. This is how you're going to get into your back office with Legal Shield. And, here's the calendar when you're looking for events for people to go to around the country. And those 2 are really the important ones that you need to know, is just where do I send people and how do I look to where do I find things. This will get you over to our Facebook page right here. And this actually gives you an automatic entry into your LS Engage right here. You'll also see the link we have here to Shield Nation, which is the team that we are all part of, and I'll share more about that again in just a second. But wanted to make it real easy for the new associate to get to where it is they want to get to, be able to get there very, very quickly, not have to remember where to log in and stuff like that. We just make it right here on our team's website. And when you go to get started, you click this Getting Started tab right here. And so once you get to this Getting Started tab, every associate has now the opportunity to start out the exact same way. And it says, congratulations on joining Legal Shield and Shield Nation. We're committed to your success, understanding that commitment is a 2-way street. We recognize that you are embarking on a journey with Legal Shield, and with any new journey comes thoughts of the unknown. But let me tell you this, the unknown is something that we want to embrace, because we've been doing this for a long time. Our team, Shield Nation, that we are part of, John and Darcy Hoffman are our Platinum Executive Directors. We've written over $1.4 million, 1.4 million memberships, 65 plus ring earners, several $100 million in commissions. So you're absolutely on the right team with the right folks. And so the first thing that we want to do, like I said, is help you to get leveled up. So brand new associate, you're going to come over here and you're going to click this thing right here. It says steps for success. Click here to earn your $180 bonus. You click on that link right there. And then what's going to happen is it's going to open up this page. And when this opens up this page right here, you're going to see a series of 4 videos that you're going to be able to watch. This is just the first one right here. This is Mr. Darnell Self, a multi-millionaire club member with Legal Shield, one of the top guys in our company from a corporate perspective as well. He's going to walk you through getting started with Legal Shield. And you'll see this little button right here where it says, you know, download the first step guide. So you'll click on that button, guys. And these are the steps right here to help you launch your Legal Shield business. Really, really simple, because that's what we want to do at the beginning, is keep it as simple as we can. So it says step 1, get started. Enroll as a Legal Shield and ID Shield member, which you've done now, but you're at this page. Enroll as an associate. Now it says get connected and use your membership, because now we're ready to start helping you enroll some members. And you want to make sure you understand what is your login. Like for me, it's T. Halligan. And so I'd log into my website by going to thalligan.wearelegalshield.com. Or ladies, I encourage you to go into your login name.ladiesofjustice.com, because you guys have some great incentives right now, just by utilizing the Ladies of Justice website. And so I encourage you to do that. It then says download the apps. So you go to your app store, whether you're Google or whether you're Apple, and you download, the Legal Shield app. So you'll go ahead and do that. And you'll also download the Prospect by Legal Shield app. And that's going to be your marketing tools, right? That's your marketing tools when you download that Prospect by Legal Shield app. Again, your sponsor is going to help you with this. Join our Facebook groups. Again, you can get there right from the hub of our website here. And then it says make your list. Use the memory jogger. Now, the memory jogger is going to be in the next step that you click when you go back to the main site there. It's going to be step 2. It's going to print you up this memory jogger. And the memory jogger looks like this, guys. It's just a thing that's got a whole bunch of things to help you be able to stimulate your mind, asking you, who do you know in a variety of industries? So you're going to write that list together, and you're going to go through that list with your sponsor. Don't start, getting all the information to the people on your list until you set a plan to do that. So you'll go through that list. You'll sort through what sort of stuff you want to do, and then you're going to invite them to come look at the information. And that's step number 4. What are you going to do? You're going to invite them to look at some videos. You may invite them to jump on a Zoom presentation like this. We do this as a team every single day of the week. We do a Zoom presentation where your guests can come and learn more about what it is that Legal Shield does. You can send them over a video to take a look at. You can bring them over to a private business reception. That's where you're going to gather people together at your house or at your place of work, or maybe in a common area in an apartment complex, whatever the case may be. You're going to bring them together. It's all about gathering groups of people to be able to look at the information. Why? Because groups of people, number 1, create excitement, and number 2, it leverages your time. This business is about part-time people being able to get themselves to that full-time income. You can invite them to our briefings. Those briefings and different things like that, those are live events that go on in every city across the United States. And you can get to those by that calendar that was right again on the home page of our Begin the Ascent website. It tells you right here, step 5, live events. You can just go legalshieldcalendar.com, as I said. You'll notice it says step number 6, third party. Once you've got people to look at information, third party is what's going to help you be able to close it. We call those 3-way calls. They are the best tool that we have in Legal Shield. So let's say, that I had some people, look at a video, and maybe it was Miss Lynn Schuster-Williams. I'd get Miss Lynn Schuster-Williams on the phone with somebody else who's already part of Legal Shield. And that's what's called a 3-way call. That's going to allow you to have an expert be able to jump on the line and help you out. And then we're going to talk about what we got to do, okay? What we've got to do now. So here's the steps. And there's one that I want to make sure that I reinforce, and that is make sure that you use your membership, guys. Using the membership, to me, is the most important step at the very beginning, because it does 2 things. Number 1, it shows you the process of getting a hold of the attorneys. How are you going to tell somebody about getting their will done if you don't have your will done? And it only takes a few minutes to get it done. You can do it right from your Legal Shield app. Again, work with your sponsor if you've got any questions. Also, reach out to the law firm. Make sure you've got your ID Shield monitoring set up. Associates, make sure you have the Legal Shield and the ID Shield. Because if you only have one, trust me, you're going to only sell one. And that's not what you want. You want to protect and empower people fully with our entire membership. And then we're going to go into the activity of what we need to do. And what we need to do is this, guys. We need to take the brand new associate and help them level up. That means we're going to help them to write 3 memberships and 1 associate in their first 20 days. If they do that in the first 20 days, they're going to get a $180 bonus. And they're also going to receive, you see these MAD bonuses. And these MAD bonuses only go through the end of February. So we'll have some new things I'm sure that will be coming out in the month of March. And once you write your first membership, you get an additional $25. Then once you get your first associate, you get an additional $25. And if you live in the great state of Illinois or recruit somebody in the great state of Illinois or Alabama, 2 of our newest unlicensed states in Legal Shield, they're going to give you an additional $90 bonus, guys. So that's amazing. You know, you can make $410, as you can see right here, just for getting advanced to that senior associate level. You find me a place anywhere, you find me a company anywhere where I can go out and market, let's say $150, 3 family plans, collect $150, and the company is going to pay me over $400 to do that. Wow, let me tell you, amazing. And then you see step 2, and that's once you level up, it's talking about helping you get to the next level, right? And how you can then earn up to another $1,280 or so, helping some other folks be able to do the exact same thing that you just did, which is level up, guys. So it's quite simple. It really, really is. You got 6 steps here. You print out this checklist. And when you print out this checklist, you keep it with you for the first 20 days. It's like your, you know, it's kind of like your playbook. You ever see in football and people are carrying around their playbook with them all the time? Well, this is your playbook. And you just go through the steps one by one with your sponsor, and then we're going to help you to get leveled up. And so, you know, I now have the opportunity to take this second part of the call. And I'm going to take the second part of the call. I'm going to go ahead real quick and stop sharing here. So I don't think we need to do that. I'll do that in a second. All right, I'll go ahead and still take the call right now and turn it over to a gentleman. Guys, the gentleman I'm getting ready to turn this call over to right now, you know, I had the opportunity to meet him just over a year ago. You know, I was just looking through my organization for some people that were really doing some incredible things. And, you know, he kept popping up on my radar. And so I reached out to him. I flew down to Orlando, Florida, met him. We went to a big event together. And I'm sure he'll share with you in his story what big events are all about. And 28 days after that big event, he went to executive director with our company. He's earned just shy of $100,000 in his first year with our company. He's been asked to travel all across the country with the Millennial Tour because he is a little bit younger than me. He always reminds me he's more than half my age. And this young man is just an awesome, awesome guy. Kerlens Casseus, I'm going to turn it over to you, buddy.
Well, thank you so much, as always, right, for such an opportunity. And what an introduction. You know, I almost thought, you know, you were going to bring out some legend, you know, on this call. So I appreciate everything you've done, you know, for both me and my family, man. Truly, truly grateful. And, you know, I just appreciate everything, man. Guys, I'm excited to actually be on with all of you. Right now, I'm actually looking at, we have over 50, over 59 plus, well, now 57 plus, right? Folks that are dedicated, folks that are serious about taking their business to new heights, taking their business to the very next level. And I know we have a lot of new faces on here, a lot of faces that I haven't met yet. For those that I'm still a stranger to, I want to tell you right now, I'm Kerlens Casseus, 23 years old, and I was just a young kid who was super ambitious to make something happen. Somebody blessed me with this opportunity, and I was just forever grateful for it. You know, because of Legal Shield today, I get to really live out my dreams and truly live life on my own terms. And what I get to talk to you about today is really building your business big. And when I mean big, because a lot of us, you know, we want to see what the highest level is like in the company, and we want to see what it's like to have maybe a very high 5-figure month. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit of the focus shifting that you actually need to have. So let me just see if I can share my screen here just a little bit. Give me just 1 second here. Awesome. So you guys should definitely be able to see this here. Awesome. Well, what I want to kind of start out to actually talk about is the mindset that you need to have first off, right? You got to kind of go through and really build some thick skin in order to really be ready for the success that's going to come your way in this business. And I say that to say this: in the very beginning, guys, it's not really going to be as easy as you put in your mind. And I could tell you that myself, because coming into the business, you know, especially for someone like me starting just purely off of excitement, I thought, man, yo, this is so easy, right? This is so simple. Everybody's going to do this, right? Everybody's going to want to get their wills done. Everybody's going to want to make some extra money. Who's not going to want to make some extra money? Especially my friends who were broke, right? Everybody's going to be down for this. Until I started reaching out to a couple people, right? Until I started reaching out to some of my close inner circles, and they weren't really buying in. They weren't really actually coming through like I pictured it in my mind. So I want to tell you, right, in the very beginning, do understand what you're doing is you're building the solid roots. You're building your roots deep enough so that way when you're building and start putting the blocks on, right, it's so strong that it's not going to fall down. You're getting ready to actually create one of the biggest foundation ever. So have the mindset that in the beginning it may not happen, and that's okay. Because in Legal Shield, we're not here to get rich quick. We're here to get rich right, and we're here to actually get and stay rich long term. And I'll tell you this also, building my business, the folks that I'd exposed in the early on, right? You know, actually starting my foundation early on, just building this thing rock solid hard, right? They didn't come through in the early beginning, but as I stayed the course, guys, everybody that didn't sign up in the very beginning were coming back on to me to actually sign up with what I had going on. So that persistency is so necessary when you're building a foundation, right? It's so necessary because your close friends, your close family members, believe it or not, they know you for who you were and who you are right now, not who you're trying to become. And I had to learn that, because when I first actually started networking, I wanted to be the person on stage, right? Right away. I wanted to be the person that was making the 6-figure checks. I wanted to be the person that was having, you know, $1,000 weeks. I wanted to be that person right away. But I had to realize that I had to become the person that I needed to become to see the $1,000 weeks, to see the 6 figures, right? And, you know, to hit the top ranks, because I wasn't that person yet. And I'm telling you guys that because some of us, we're not doing what we need to do as leaders yet to actually prep our minds, right? Not a lot of us on this call are reading every day. And you need to make sure that you're reading every single day. Right? And I tell you that because that's what I do. That's what makes me a strong leader, right? Every single day, picking up a great book, and a book I'm actually reading right now. I highly recommend each and every single one of you grab it. I'm actually reading the 10X rule. right? By Grant Cardone. Like it's really showing and teaching me the level of mindset that I need to have to not just take my business to the next level, but 10x my business. So lately, if you've been seeing me on some fire, if you've been seeing me going nuts, if you've been seeing me going crazy, doing meetings after meetings after meetings after meetings, just know I am reading a lot more. Just know I am putting a lot more knowledge in my mind, and that's what's causing me to go beast mode. A lot of you, you've been actually stuck, or you feel like you're stuck at the first level. You feel like you're stuck at the manager level. You feel like you're stuck at the director level, but you're not really putting into your mind what you need to put into your mind to really take off and go to that next level. Right? And also, one important thing I definitely want to kind of highlight and cover, a lot of you take a look at your business. The main reason why it's probably staggered right now, the main reason why your business probably hasn't taken off is because you haven't really launched your business, right? You haven't really launched your business. And I was thinking about it as I was having a sit down with a brand new associate of mine today. When a new business owner comes to town, what do? Right? They launch their business. They actually have a get together, so that way the neighbors around the area know that they're in the area, they're in business to come visit them, right? Their inner circles know that they're in the new location to come visit them. You started Legal Shield. Nobody in your contact list knows that you're doing Legal Shield. Right? You actually started this business, but none of your neighbors know what you're doing. So you need to have a get together, and what we call it here, Timmer kind of broke it down for a lot of you guys. You got to have what we call a PBR. Guys, a private business reception, getting a good crowd of people in front of this information is so crucial. Is so crucial. And really having access to this powerful thing that we call the internet now, it makes it so much easier and so much simpler. And in a Zoom conference, you can get 10 people together to expose the information, right? In a small living room, you can get your local guys together to expose this information. And a lot of you might be saying, well, I still don't know how to present. I don't know how to actually break the information down. Look, get a whole bunch of people in a room. If all you had to do was just put on a video that explains the entire company, and you just shut your mouth and play the video, and after the video is done, you get a sponsored leader on the phone to close those guests for you, you're still winning. Getting a whole bunch of people in front of information, right, in front of them knowing that what you are doing is how you actually get through those numbers. Exposures is what actually brings money to your bank account. You got to constantly be exposing this business. A lot of you say, I'm struggling. This is happening to my business. But we actually do an inspection and see when was the last time you actually exposed somebody to this business. When was the last time you actually got somebody to take a look at some information? It was probably 3 weeks ago, right? It was probably a month ago. See, me, I don't feel right if I don't get at least one new eye, one new blood, one new person to take a look at what I'm doing, because I feel like I'm failing somebody, because somebody did their due diligence and shared this blessing with me, and since then my life haven't been the same. Like, who am I crushing by not sharing this blessing with them? Like, who am I still leaving to struggle at their jobs by not sharing this information with them? Like, what single mother am I still like letting go by without being able to pay the car insurance still, right? Without being able to actually pay and afford the mortgage still by not sharing this information with them? That's my belief every single day that I wake up. Guys, Timmer actually contacts me every day. He said, man, how many exposures that you got to do? You got to do 10, 10, 10, at least 10 exposures. I can't even remember the last time I did 10 exposures, because I do a whole lot more than 20 exposures on a daily basis. That's how passionate I am about not just taking my business to the next level, but about changing many, 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 many lives and many lives to come. That's how you got to feel about this business. It can't just be right here in your head and you just want to make it work. right? Judy, if you can actually mute out your line for me, I'd appreciate it, right? It can't just be right here in your head and you want to make it work. Like, it got to go from your head down to your heart. You got to be sold out. Like, guys, I'm so passionate about Legal Shield. Like, you probably cut me up right now, slice me up. Like, I'll probably bleed Legal Shield. This is it for me. Like, this aside from Timmer, right? This company changed my life so much that I can't see myself doing anything else, right? You know, from the membership standpoint to the financial success that I've actually gained with this amazing company. So I'm always so excited about sharing this information. And I'm asking you today, like, how excited are you every single day that you wake up, every single day that you get up out of bed? How excited are you about sharing this information? And I learned that from Grant Cardone recently at our 10X event, right? Until you are sold out, nothing's gonna happen. Until like you're fully sold out to what you're doing, like nothing's gonna happen. Some of you, you might be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, trying to figure out if it'll work. And if you hit a jackpot here, then you're good. Then maybe you might switch your focus to it being your full focus. Go all in. Go all in. Like I say, dedicate whatever time you got to dedicate, but dedicate it, full course. Go all in and see what you can actually get out of this thing. Every single day, don't let the day go by without exposing at least one person to this business and see what it can do for you. And see what it can do for you. Because a lot of people, they ask, Kerlens, man, I see you're crushing it. Kerlens, I see you're doing it big, right? Kerlens, I see you're actually hitting the ranks. I see you're, bringing in some big numbers with this business. What's the secret? Like, what's the special script that I can use on my people, right? What's a special thing that I can say to my folks, right, to make them join? Let me tell you right now. Obviously, through my year of building this business, we've came across some tactics, but there's not ever a special script. There's not ever a special way. You want to know like how I really built my organization to close to about 5,000 members in just a little over a year with Legal Shield? It was my enthusiasm. And the last few words, in enthusiasm, guess what? I am sold myself. I was sold out to what I was doing. So that then led a fire to transfer from me through all of those people because they felt that energy. They felt that energy. Some of you, you try to expose your close people to this, right? Keyword, you try, right? And you're just barely doing it, hoping they say yes. They can't really feel your passion for it. Like, they can't really feel like that this is really it for you. But me, they could, right? I called somebody, they look, they're about to drop their phone because, they're like, dude, you're fired up. Like, what kind of fire are you on? You know what I mean? Like what you got going on? Why are you so excited? I want to know what's got you all pumped up. I want to know what's got you all jacked up. That's what you need to have your contact list saying. Right, when you reach out to them. That's what you need to have your close inner circle saying when you reach out to them. They got to feel like this is it. Like, they got to feel like this is do or die. Like, when I call, a close contact, a warm market, I call it, right, about supporting my business or actually coming on board to take part in what I do, they best know that this is it. They best know that if they're not hopping on, they're going to be missing out. Matter of fact, I actually brought on 2 new recruits, Eric and Jassy. They're actually on the Zoom watching us right now. Major shout out to both of you guys. And they said, man, I felt the fire, right? I felt like I was going to miss out on something had I not jumped on this boat with you. Because your energy is just so powerful. Your energy is just, I can't even explain it. Like, what's your energy building this business? Right? We got now about over 54 people watching us right now. Like, I want to know, like, in the comments right now, like, what's your energy like? Like, what's your energy like for building your Legal Shield business. Like, what's it like? Sky high. You know, we got Jane, right? Like, what's your energy like? What's your energy like? What's your energy level on, right? Energy is through the roof. Timber Halligan. Guys, I'm telling you, like, if your energy is not there to build this business, your energy is not there to make this business work, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, right? And also, I made it priority. I made it priority to knock out the first promotion ever that we actually had. And the first promotion, and I obviously know as a brand new associate, it should be your duty, right? It should be your goal to knock out senior associate. Guys, I'm becoming a senior associate myself every single month. That doesn't mean I'm demoting from my executive director level. Absolutely not, right? But every single month, I at least want to make sure I'm protecting 3 members and at least 1 associate. Every single month, to make sure I'm active, to make sure I'm not teaching and getting my team to do something that I'm not even doing. I'm making sure that I'm also involved. Some of us, you know, we became pro managers, right? Became pro managers on just managing our team on what we think they should be doing. But we forgot that we're also supposed to be putting in the work too. We forgot that we're also, you know, in the arena, really grinding as well. And I learned from Timmer so much, because I can't stand here and not one time ever and say, you know, Timmer is telling me to go grind. Timmer is showing me how to grind, and he's not grinding. If Mr. Halligan is not signing up a business plan on a daily basis, then I don't know who is. If Mr. Halligan is not inside a meeting every single day, then I don't know who is. So at that point, when I'm seeing my sponsor, my direct mentor is actually doing something like that, and I'm not doing it, I feel like I'm falling behind. And that's how you lead an organization. That's how you lead a team. You want your team to be on sky high levels. You want your team to be above managers, above senior manager, above director. Make sure you're above those levels every single time, with your productivity, with your energy, with the work that you put in. You make sure that you do it every single month. You don't do it one time and then take a break for 6 months, then come back. Take a break for 8 months, then come back. Take a break for 12 years and try to come back again. Every single month you're on it. Every single day you're on it. And I promise you, you make sure you carry that persistency, right? You make sure you actually carry that all the way through. You come back to me 12 months later, I can promise you, if you allow me to fulfill this promise with your work ethic, a whole lot can change for you. A whole lot can change for you. And guys, if you want to 10x your business, if you want to take your business to new levels, right? Don't just really just think that, you know, you can put in the work, you can do it all by yourself. Attend big events. That's very, very important. Your Super Saturdays that's going on in your area, very, very important. Make sure that you stay plugged in. Make sure that you stay connected to your local leadership. And if you don't know how to stay plugged in within your local area, visit the Legal Shield calendar. And if you're taking notes, write this down: LegalShieldCalendar.com, and you can put / whatever state that you're in. But once you go on LegalShieldCalendar.com, it'll actually allow you to select the state that you're in, and it'll pop up every single event that's going on in your area. I highly, highly recommend that. Stay connected with your leadership, because things didn't really change for me until I attended my first event. And I know Timmer kind of actually told you guys that he wasn't lying to you. You know, I thought I can just do this by myself, and I thought I could just do it just through figuring it out. But guys, after I attended my first event where I saw people around my age range making over $100,000, right, in just a little over 5 months, making very high 5 figures in a couple months, it just gave me that belief that I could do it. people that came from worse backgrounds than me, right? Doing it big in the company. It just gave me confirmation that, you know what? They ain't nothing better than me. They're nothing special, right? There's not one person up on that stage I'm looking at that could do it better than Kerlens. And I just went beast mode. But before that event, I was just barely, hitting ranks. I barely made my promotion, my first promotion, right? I barely made it. I was just getting by. But after that event, there's a certain fuel that you get from these big events, guys. And I can't even talk right now because I'm fired up. There's a certain fuel that you get from those events that I can't even bear to translate for you. I can't even bear to really try to make it make sense for you. You got to be present. You got to be present. And the cool thing about that is each and every single one of you watching me right now, getting this energy from me right now, you got the chance to see me, my team, Mr. Halligan, every single person on this Zoom right now in Dallas, Texas. And guess what? We're all going to be hanging out with the man himself, Damon John. And if you don't know Damon John, Google him. Google him. Came right behind the big brand name FUBU. Actually a big name on Shark Tank right now. Damon John, over $300 million, right? Multi-millionaire. He's actually coming to hang out with us, our leaders, right? Our top networkers in the business, our top business solutions in the business, coming to spend time with us to teach us the wealth principles on how to take our life, on how to take our business to the very next level. So I highly recommend, right? Don't say Kerlens told you this, but if you gotta work, start coughing right now. Start acting like you're sick right now. You already do it anyways when you don't feel like waking up on certain Mondays. So you might as well do it when it comes time to learn from a multi-millionaire that's willing to teach you exactly what he did to get to the level that he's at right now. And, I had to learn and be very careful with certain advice I took from certain people. Because in the very beginning, attending big events, my broke-minded friends told me, man, you're wasting your money. You're wasting your time. Those things don't work. And guess what? While they told me that, today I don't work and they still work. So be careful who you listen to. Attend these big events, guys. Dallas, Texas is going to be like no other. If you don't have any tickets right now and you are on my team, you are a part of Young Moguls or Team Ascent, guys, reach out to your leadership. Reach out to your direct sponsor. Make sure you get registered because Dallas, Texas is going to be like no other. It's going to be the biggest event where Legal Shield pretty much pulls back the curtain and let everything loose. I remember the last convention I attended, they launched a $1 million bonus, and the company has never done that before. So I can't even bear to tell you what's going to happen in Dallas, Texas. I wish I could tell you. I wish I could get you overly excited, but you got to go there to actually experience it. If you got to sell your TV just to get there, sell your TV just to get there. You're going to make a whole lot more in return anyways. You got to sell a couple sneakers just to actually get your way there. Get your way there. Do not be the person that makes an excuse as to why you can't get there, because that's the main reason why you have to get there. Because the more reasons why you have on how you cannot get there is the more that you're digging yourself in the dark hole on how you're not going to be able to pull yourself out. Do whatever you got to do to make it to Dallas, Texas. Book your plane in advance. Book it right now. Book your hotel in advance. Book it right now. If you got to room up with a couple people just to actually get in that space, get in the arena, listen, do what you got to do. Right? Becoming wealthy is not always so fancy. Becoming wealthy is not always, super exotic in the very beginning. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get what you need to have. It's very, very important, guys, that I see each and every single one of you in Dallas, Texas. And another tip I would give you guys before I actually close this out, because I'm running in under 4 minutes right now. But another tip I want to give each and every single one of you, building this business and really taking this business very, very seriously, keep your eye on what matters most. Keep your eye on what's important. And that's doing what you got to do on a daily basis with this business. And also another secret nugget, while you may be building this business through your warm market, while you may be building this business through exposing this business through your inner circles, what I highly recommend, have a social media presence. Have a social media presence because that's super, super important. And it's not hard if you haven't started already. Just make sure you're actively posting. Make sure you're actively putting out content so that when people are wondering what you got going on, you'll be surprised just based on your profile alone, how many people would just simply be reaching out to you and be wondering, like, what are you a part of? Like, what's allowing you to be super happy? Like, what's allowing you to just constantly be super inspirational? Have that social media presence. If you haven't posted on Facebook in like 6 years, start posting now. Because guys, Facebook turned into a money machine for me in my first 79 days of actually being in this business. Actually brought me about $46,000. Just Facebook attraction marketing and really some background stuff, which I actually get in more of as we actually launch these trainings more and more. But have that social media presence, guys, because whatever you build offline, adding on that little extra that you get from social media, that could be your first $50,000 rank. That could be your first 6-figure rank in Legal Shield. So have that social media presence. It is crucial. It is important. And I'll let you guys in on this secret because I was actually chatting with Mr. Halligan, and he's been bugging me about this. I still don't know yet. I'm still not 100% sure, but I may be coming out with a very, very good training that's going to benefit the entire Team Ascent, that's going to benefit the entire Shield Nation. And when I say social media training, guys, I'm talking about a well-invested training because over these last couple months, there's been some heavy-duty research that I've actually been doing. And I've actually just outsourced to Instagram, and it's actually been bringing me some crazy, crazy results. And I'm going to show you guys literally how I've been doing that step by step. I'm actually planning on putting my training together, but I have that coming for you. Do what you got to do, guys. Stay the course. As leaders, we're doing all that we can for you to make this as easy as possible, to make sure that you take your business to the next level. As simple as we possibly can to make sure that you're automatically winning as long as it aligns with your work ethic. Guys, we're doing every single thing in our power as leaders to help you. So I'm excited, I'm fired up, and again, I appreciate every opportunity that I get to actually share with you my little nugs, my little knowledge that I actually have. And I want to take it all back to you, Mr. Halligan.
Wow, I took pages of notes, man. I've heard you share your story so many different times, and I'm just sitting here writing away, man. Kerlens, I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to, as you continue to enhance and educate on the uses of social media, because it is such a major big deal, and it's not hard to do. And so I'm excited for that. And, team, I'm excited for Dallas. I mean, you heard what Kerlens said, and and it's one thing I can tell you about this young man is he speaks 100% from his heart. And, it's believable because it's true. You got to be in Dallas because that's where, everybody's going to be as we unveil some incredible things. And that's where you're going to build your momentum. And whatever it takes is what it takes. So I appreciate everybody joining us for another Wednesday night training. Everybody have just an awesome, awesome night. And bye-bye for now.